Okay, let's welcome Oleg on the stage. And let's talk robot stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to see you here. And I would like to talk about communication robots or chatbots or virtual customer assistants. Something about us. We specialize on conversational marketing, on chats and chatbots for the last 6 years. And I want to start with a short story that happened with me this morning. Yesterday we celebrated 6 years of our company. And this morning our data center, who was with us for the last 4 years, due to a human mistake, switch us off just because I haven't replied to an email that I have never received. And it is a very good example about threats and risks of one-way communications. And I want to spend these 15 minutes for you to make sure that you understand the alternative to old-fashioned way how you can communicate with your clients. And as Gartner predicts, during the next 5 years, a lot of businesses will use chatbots as the main customer communication channel. Excuse me, can you make it with the screen? I don't see my presentation here. Okay. Please help me. I want to ask you a question. How many of you already use chatbots for your businesses? Please raise your hand. Okay. It is something that I expected. It's like 10%. And what I want to say is that this technology is much closer to you versus it was before. And you can see from that slide that already now 15 communication channels, even more, are available for you. And I put this red block for the fast, most common, most popular channels. And before we talk about what chatbots can, let's talk about why they are useful. And when we have a question like this, we can answer this question being as a client or as a business. And every one of us, I believe that at least once in their life, was trying to make a phone call to insurance company or to travel agency or to bank, when you have to listen for 15 minutes IVR menu, which is saying that your call is very important for that company, but you cannot get what you expect. And then, when you connect it with outsourcing contact center agent, after several minutes of talking, you understand that you know more than this person because they are outsourcing. Chatbot offers different experience. Chatbot is very fast because it reacts immediately. Chatbot can be informative and chatbot can be intuitive. Chatbots, they have different types, but every one of you at least interacted with one type if you ever try to withdraw money from a bank machine, because what you see on the menu, it is a chatbot. When we talk about business, for business, the main value of chatbots is that chatbot allows business to be very, very customer-centric. What I mean that if chatbot recognizes a client, usually they do, it means that chatbot can adapt menus, scenarios, language to its client. It means that company doesn't make any further efforts, but client feels a very personalized service. And of course, chatbots can be multilingual. They can initiate some processes in backend systems like CRM. And of course, chatbot is cost effective. Because usually, one agent in voice contact center can operate with one phone call at a moment. If you talk about chat center, usually from 3 to 5 chats per agent at one time. But if you talk about virtual assistants, they can proceed with several hundreds simultaneous chats with different people, and none of these people will feel any kind of delays because there are a lot of other people in a chat. So what can do chatbots? And basically, they can do a lot of things what ordinary employee does. They can interact with client on the language of that person. They can create new records in CRM system. They can transfer chats from chatbot to agent or take chats from agent to chatbot. They can trigger different business processes inside CRM system or inside other systems. And sometimes when it is needed, chatbots can proactively reach your clients and initiate a new dialogue with these people. On this scheme, I illustrated a real-life example of a customer journey of a person who has ordered something in online store. Don't be afraid, I will not comment all these steps, but my intention is to draw your attention to these red icons. And on this scheme, I marked with red color those stages where virtual assistant can work with your client instead of you or instead of your employees. And from those 15 icons, 8 already red. And here is my main message to all of you here, that now, in our time, in this region, for us, is available technology where almost half of all operations already can be automated with the help of virtual assistants. There are several, I would say several dozens or maybe hundreds of scenarios of chatbots. We have created around 1,000 chatbots during our past years. And here on that slide, I put 8 which are most popular. And I will give a short comments on everyone. So, Welcome Bot, it is a chatbot that interacts with your clients instead of your agents. So, when agents are offline or when agents are super busy and they cannot take new chat or new call. Abandoned cart bot interacts with clients who hasn't finished their online order. Usually, e-commerce companies make a phone call for such a clients, but if you have a lot of clients, a lot of abandoned carts, to make calls for everyone takes time and costs a lot. This operation can be performed easily by a chatbot. The next couple of bots, they are related to service operations, and at first, chatbot can be a very effective tool to help your clients to report about any kind of incidents, about problems, or to request any kind of help or consultation. We call it service bot. And second, notification bot works after service bot, and notification bot can inform your clients about changes in service case status, or in order status, or in delivery status. And the value of notification bot is that this chatbot keeps your clients informed, so these people, they are relaxed and they do not make calls to your contact center to ask about the status of their service request or about their delivery. it means that the communication pressure on your company is lower, and it means that for other clients who really need to contact you by phone, it is more easily to reach you. When we talk about next couple of bots, we talk about feedback. And feedback bot is a virtual assistant that interacts with client after agent finishes his or her consultation. And if feedback is negative, this chatbot informs contact center supervisor immediately. And by doing this, we give a company as a brand a chance to get in touch with that unhappy client before that person started to spread information about negative experience in social networks or in media. Survey bot is used to conduct different surveys. For example, every week we make several thousands of surveys for Mitsubishi Motors company when we ask clients in 90 different cities about their feedback of visiting official dealerships. There are a lot of use of virtual assistants in HR sphere. I put here a couple of bots. HR bot or recruiter bot can be used for large companies to improve their recruitment process. With the help of the chatbot, applicant can find out about job openings, chatbot can create applicant profile, chatbot can ask some questions to make a screening of that applicant, and if applicant fits the requirements of this company, chatbot can offer to that applicant to schedule an interview with the recruiter, and chatbot can take empty time slots from recruiter calendar, and after candidate chooses this or that time slot, a day before the meeting, chatbot can get in touch with that person and ask for confirmation. Are you still interested in our job opening? Are you going to come to an interview? When we talk about training bot, it allows to make onboarding trainings and tests, and you can choose how it can be done. So let's say for new employees or partner employees, you can start with training and afterwards you can test them. Or if you want to check what do they continue to remember 1 month later, you can start with tests, and then for those who fails to pass the test, you can initiate a new training. And all these training materials will be in smartphone because they will be delivered either from WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or Telegram or Viber, whatever you prefer. My main idea here is to give you like a feeling that there is a time when your business, when your companies can start using chatbots, because with every year this technology becomes more and more popular. And now all of us as clients of any companies, we are ready to interact with chatbots. And Gartner says that it gives a huge economic effect on every business. So let me repeat 2 key ideas of my presentation. That first, there is a forecast that during the next years, chatbots will become the main communication channel for customer service. And second, I want to draw your attention that half of your day-to-day operations already can be automated with the help of chatbots. If you have any questions, you can find me on our expo stand. We are there as Ieraksts company. It is our company who makes implementation projects. And now thank you for your attention, and I'm ready to answer your questions if any.